Hi, this is Maggie Weldon from maggiescrochet.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this angel head ornament. The original ornament was made out of raffia, but the hook size is a G and the raffia was similar to a worsted weight yarn, so that's what I'm going to use when I show you how to make this angel. This pattern is number FP345 and it's available at maggiescrochet.com. So let's get started. I'm going to start with a slip knot, and I'm just going to use H hook. Gauge isn't super important here. The directions say to chain 4 and then work 15 double crochets in the 4th chain from hook. So there I've got my chain 4, and now I'm going to work my 4th chain from hook is right here, and I'm going to work 15 double crochets into that chain. Today is October 7th of 2012, and for the next 3 weeks we're going to be asking the crochet community, or if you're a knitter or tatter or even a weaver, to make white angels with blue or gold trim and send them in to Maggie's Crochet, and the address is going to be listed below this video. And then we're going to decorate a tree for the Brenner's Children's Hospital. And the tree will be auctioned off, and last year they were able to raise $78,000 for programs at the hospital. So now I want to count here, and it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I've got 13, so my count at the end is going to be 16. So I need 3 more in there. So I just do 1, 2, and 3. Right there, I counted. I've got my 16. My original chain 3 counted as 1. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now it says to join with a slip stitch to the first double crochet. So the beginning chain 3 counts as your double. So you can see right there I've got the 1, 2, and the 3. So I'm going to go into the back 2 loops, draw a loop out, and then draw that loop through this loop. So that completes the head, and you can always, you don't want to pull it real tight, but you can pull that a little bit snugger to close in that hole there. Now it says to chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and oh, you know what this is? It's the loops around the head. And then it says okay, chain 4, skip next double crochet and slip stitch in next double crochet 5 times. So basically you're going to land up with 5 chain 4 loops. So you're going to slip stitch here, and then you chain 4, and then I'm going to skip this one, and I'm going to go in this one, and then you chain 4, and I'm going to skip that one and go in this one, chain 4, my little skein of yarn keeps coming over, 3, 4, skip that one, slip stitch in this one, 1, so far I have 4, but I gotta have 5, 2, 3, 4, and then skip that one and slip stitch in that one. Okay, so those are the loops of the head. That's row 2. Should actually be row 1 in the directions, but it says row 2 because this was round 1. So now for the wings, you slip stitch in the next 3 double crochet. So I'm right here, I had a slip stitch here, And then I am going to slip stitch in the next 3. 1, 2, and 3, and that just puts you in the spot you need to be to start the neck. So or the wings and the neck. So you chain 5 in row 1 of the wings, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is going to count as your first treble and a chain 1. And then you double crochet and chain 1 3 times in the same stitch as the slip stitch. So right here is where I did my slip stitch. You can see that little hole there. So I'm going to double crochet, chain 1 3 times. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then I've got to have a chain 1 there. And then it says you do all that in the same stitch, and then you double crochet, chain 1 3 times in the next double crochet. So right here is where I just worked. So I'm going to go right here next door to the next one. So it's double crochet, chain 1 3 times. So there's the 3, and then treble in the same double crochet again. So you go back in where you just were. I'm going to yarn over twice, drop a loop, draw through 2, draw through 2, and draw through 2. So you can see how the angel is taking shape. There's the start of her wings, and then you've got the slip stitches here. If you don't want those slip stitches there, you could fasten off here and then count down those 3 slip stitches and start in the spot where you need to be. So anyway, the next row is chain 7 and turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you turn like the page of a book. So I'm going to turn like that, and that counts as your first treble and chain 3. And then you double crochet in the first treble, which is right here. That was the first treble from row 1. So I'm going to double crochet in there. And then I'm going to chain 3 and double in the next double crochet twice. So I got that, 1, 2, 3, and double in the next double. So you're skipping the chain 1 spaces. So I chain 3, double crochet the next double 2 times, chain 2, single crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2 twice. So you need to put a single in here, chain 2, and single in there, chain 2, and then you double in the next one right here, and then you chain 3, and then you double in the next double, and then chain 3, and then you skip there was a turning chain that counted as a treble and a chain 1. So you're going to skip that chain 1, and to work the stitches in the treble, you're going to do your stitches in the 4th chain. So you basically skip that 1 of the turning chain, and you're going to work into this one. So in the directions it says to double crochet, chain 3, and treble in the last treble. So it's like that. And then it says to finish off. So to finish off, I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to tighten that back piece right there. Pull this out, and I always hold my finger out like this, and I cut back here. I leave a long end so I can thread it on a needle and sew it in. So this is a little bit big. It might be better, it's kind of cute though. It might be better to use a sport weight yarn, but it's not bad. A little smaller hook would make it tighter. So let me show you how I weave in my ends. The hook I'm using, I get asked this all the time, is the Tulip Etimo hook, and this is the H8, which is 5 millimeters. I love, love, love these hooks. I've got the whole set. And we have those at maggiescrochet.com. Alright, so I fold the end. Let me show you how I do that. I fold this over the side of the head of the needle. I pinch it really hard and I push that pinched I push the folded part of the yarn into the eye of the needle, and I pull it through, and I'm going to tug on this just a little. You don't want to tug too hard. This is the head piece where all those double crochets are. You don't want to pull too hard because you could break it and then you'd have to start all over again because the stitches would all unravel. So what I do here is I just have my yarn on the needle, and then I just came out of that spot, so I'm going to go a little bit to the left of it and then go back out. Oh, that's the one thing that I do when I'm showing you how to crochet. I do crochet right-handed, but I'm left-handed, so I do my sewing left-handed. So I can do it this way, and it would look like this. I'm going to have to try to make a note of that and show people how to sew right-handed. Okay, so basically you just keep feeding it back until you're pretty sure that it's not going to unravel. So, but I also do scissors right-handed too, but I do sew left-handed. Okay. Now the other one, let me try to do this right-handed. Okay, so I would fold this over here, and then I would open up my pinched fingers and shove the fold through the eye of the needle. And then I would come back here. Now what you have to sew into there is this treble stitch here. So you could go through the chains here, but I think you want to go to the thicker part. So I would just go in here. And I like using a sharp yarn needle. I think they're called yarn darners. And we've got these on the website. Okay. It should be good here. If it's like an Afghan, then I know it's going to be washed a lot or something like that. I would probably take more time to sew that in better. And then that's the angel. Now this, in the angel that I showed you at the beginning, it had a red ribbon on it. But for the angel that we're going to do for the Brenner's Children's Hospital, I need everybody to embellish them if they're going to put a color on them to make it light blue or gold. So I thought I would just show you what I would do for if I wanted to do a yarn bow for this. So all I have to do is make a slip knot and then just chain as long as I think I need. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I just keep looking to see if I have enough to make a bow. I don't have enough yet. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, so 50 might do it. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to start tying the bow from the end where I started. I just need it to be kind of small. So I'm going to leave a couple inches here and then loop over and then tie a bow with it. And I chained 50, but looks like on the other side it's going to be a little too long. Alright, that's cute. So right here you can see how that would look. It looks cute. So 50 is too long, so all I have to do is kind of like pull back. So I pulled back about 14 stitches. So I think the best thing to do for this would be to chain 35. So I go back here and I'm going to pull out. I really didn't need to cut it that long, but I'm just so used to it. I just pull my ends out. Some people put this on a needle and then sew it back in here, but I've always just clipped that kind of close to the end and just toss my yarn off to the side. And then this, I always go back and I pull that up tight next to the, I pull that first chain tight. Okay, so then I would just tack that on there, either with a little bit of glue or the proper way, I guess, is with a needle and thread. But that is how you make the angel head ornament.